Lastly, just want to talk about how, credit unions are more community based than, the for-profit traditional credit union, traditional banks. Of course, most banks have to have that $5 deposit. And now let's go ahead and see about some of the top credit unions I've used in the past to get high limit credit cards, and one that I found recently that is giving out the bag. So let's get into some of the favorite credit unions here. We got, there we go. We got right here Navy Federal, of course, the big dog Navy Federal. Hack is, anybody that has a member in the armed services, Marines, Navy, Air Force, anything type of DOJ, any type of military affiliation, you can get in with Navy Federal. They have personal accounts and business accounts. Now, everyone I know has somebody that served in the military, especially, your parents, your grandparents, a cousin, anybody that's kind of immediate family you can use for that. Or if you have a roommate, or if you know somebody who is a Navy Federal member, you can get in, piggyback off their access number. But all I did was to say, hey, my father was in the military. I gave him his name. I didn't even have to submit any type of credentials or anything like that. Told him that my father was in the military, what branch he was in. I don't know if they looked it up on some type of back end internal, but a couple of days later, I was granted access to Navy Federal. And in the time before that, I got in with Navy Federal was with a access number. So there are several ways to get in to these credit unions, and that is a couple of ways to get in with Navy Federal. Just say, you got a parent or sibling or somebody that's been a part of the armed services. All right, so next we got PenFed. PenFed is another great one. I had about 16 inquiries on my credit report, a couple of new accounts, and I still got approved for 9,000 through PenFed about almost 2 years ago at this point. So go ahead and check them out, sign up. No special requirements for them. All you need to do is just, sign up, put the $5 deposit down for the savings account, and then go ahead. I recommend everybody stacking, put $100 in and then waiting 30 days. And then you should, if you have over a 680 credit score, you should trigger a offer, either a personal loan, a credit card, or some type of car loan that they offer. But they like to give out a lot of pre-qualified offers. As soon as you sign in, you can kind of see it right here on the left-hand side of the screen. When you log in, you'll see all the offers that this bank has. But like I said, they do a lot of credit cards, auto loans. They don't have many business products, but they do have a lot of personal loans, student loans, things of that nature that'll help you grow and get those high limits. Another one I love, CP Friendly DCU, Digital Credit Union. This credit union is one of the top ones I've used to get a pledge loan. Most recently just got approved for a credit card where I actually stated how much I wanted my income. I wish I would have put more. I didn't think they was going to give me that much. I put down 12 and they actually gave me 12. I probably could have got a little bit more off the credit card, but I'm building this profile up. So, we'll see if I can do a credit limit increase within the next 30 to 60 days. But I've been banking with them for about 2 years now. Like I said, had a pledge loan at first, held the pledge loan for about 3 months, paid it all off after the 3 months, and then I got an offer for a credit card right after that. So, and my credit score is about 715 right now when I got approved, and they pulled TransUnion for the inquiry on DCU. All right. So just remember, I got 2 more credit unions, but just remember these credit unions are what you need, what you want to get those high limits, and that's what you need to get those comparable credits. And people's asking, I get hit up all the time, say, yeah, I'm trying to get some, high limit credit card, 30, 40,000. But here's how you do it. You have to sign up for the credit unions. You have to be a part, have to be a member for a certain moment of time. and then they will give you the bag. So same thing for NASA Federal Union. You kind of start seeing the trend here. They all kind of government backed entities: Pentagon, Fed, Navy, NASA. Digital credit unions not so much, but most of these are based out of the Virginia area as well. But you don't have to be living in Virginia area. These offer memberships everywhere, and also NASA does have some business products, I believe. Yeah, they do have business products. I signed up for them. I never applied for a credit card. I signed up, got an account, kind of was doing a lot, had a lot of other banks I was dealing with at the time, and I never deposited money in there. So since I never deposited money, they after about I think 30 to 60 days, they closed my account for no activity. So just be mindful. Signing up for a whole bunch of credit unions at one time could be, your attention could be all over the place. So just be mindful that when you are signing up for these credit unions, make sure you put the money in, make sure you having some type of banking activity, deposits frequently, logging in, moving some money around, get a debit card, purchase some things with the debit card. All that helps your bank rating and helps keep your account open because they actually close mine. So I think I should be able to open up a new one now, though. It's been almost 2 years ago since that happened. But like I said, I was gearing up to go ahead and jump in a bunch of credit cards. I have a bunch of business credit cards, a bunch of personal items as well. So this is a very great institution. And if you become a member, let's see some of the member perks. It pays to be a member, membership rewards. Get started. Let me see if they actually show you what you need. Sent the enrollment form. Company. Oh, that's a partner company. I don't want to be a partner company. I want to become a member. We're still on the business side? We're still on the business side, that's why. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Membership. Be a membership in Navy Federal, become a member. And then they take you to the application form. Very, very straightforward. I'm trying to see if they ask you how much you got to put in. Minimum deposit of $5. And you can join some clubs. I don't see them asking for you to join any. Oh, here you go. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. You do so. You do need to join this National Space Society to actually get in. So here's the one I was talking about earlier. Some different ways to get into these credit unions. Of course, they are for NASA employees. But if you're not a NASA employee, you can join this National Space Society. You might have to put down maybe $25 just to be a part of this society. And once you become their 1 year complimentary membership, doesn't show how much you have to spend to be a member of this. But like I said, it's usually no more than $25, $30, and it's well worth it for the things you get from these credit unions. And then last but not least, we got Signature Credit Union, Signature Federal Credit Union, and they're closed today for President's Day. And shout out to President's Day. You're a president. Shout out to you on your day. And all the bank holidays. And everybody out of school, out of work today. Shout out for you who's watching this video a little later on. All right, so you see all the things they offer: auto checking, credit cards, mortgages, personal loans, everything under the sun, very low interest rates. Most credit cards right now are starting at 18. Capital One charging like 30%, 29% starting off. So you see the difference in the interest rates and the personal loan rates. Most of the personal loan rates are well over 14, 15, 18% interest. So you're going to save a lot more money with doing this. Let's see some of their requirements. If they require any special things to get an account for Signature Credit Union. Before we get up out of here, I appreciate you sticking around. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you like this type of content, if this help you out, figure out how to get that bag, you wonder why you're getting denied or why you're not getting those high limits, then you know that the credit union is the way to go. So if you are a member, an employee, a postal service worker, current or sponsored by Signature Federal Credit. I think I still got my account though for them. I opened up an account with them too. I have a debit card, but I never used it. So now I can't remember what I did. I'm pretty sure I think I joined this American Council. Yeah, I'm almost 100% certain that I did it this way. And then you kind of stuff I'm interested in, personal loans, rent, blah, 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 blah. Let's see what they put on the next stage. What I put? Please select product. I did select product. What do you mean? 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 Please select required product. What product you think I'm talking about? It's stupid. All right, whatever. Anyway, go ahead, go through there. And that shit, why they not letting me do this? But it's something I'm not selecting, right? I don't feel like doing that. All right, but that is Signature Credit Union. They do have a thing where you have to join with the American Consumer Council, and that's how you get in with them. Very straight, easy, straight to the point. All right, so that's the video. I want to make this longer than it needs to be, but you see at the point that credit unions offer the bad, they offer lower interest rates, and they offer their members a lot more benefits because they are for the community. They are for the people, where traditional banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Truist, Barclays, Citi are for the shareholders and for their profit. All right. So you want to be about that profit, you get in that way. If you want to be for the people, then you get in over here. But like I say over here, do both. Double dip in both of them. And of course, there's pros of traditional banks.